Namaste. Welcome to India Yoga Online Learning. Today we are going to explore a king of the asanas, also called as father of the asanas, master of the asanas. By now you know what I am speaking about. Yes, it is Shirshasana, the headstand. Today, many of us scared to attempt to do Shirshasana. That's right. You just go straight and attempt to Shirshasana, you will surely get a neck pain or you may fall. But remember, take the fear and prepare yourself for Shirshasana. Then it is so simple. Remember, any other asana you need a lot of flexibility, or some asanas you need strength. Shirshasana no need too much strength or too much flexibility. A basic flexibility and basic strength is the requirement, but only main requirement here, a proper preparation. When you prepare well, once you set your all basics well, actually Shirshasana is nothing. You know one secret, Shirshasana can be practiced by anyone about 12-year-old. Just we don't suggest below 12 years, but about 12 years, everyone can do this. But remember, when you learn standing on your feet, how many months you spent? Maybe 10, 12, sometime even longer. But when you are doing Shirshasana, every next moment you are going upside down, you will get hurt. That's why when we do Shirshasana, remember you have to give some time frame for preparation. When all your basics are prepared well, Shirshasana is actually so simple and so easy, you can stay minutes in stretch. That's what we are going to prepare today. Before that, I'd just like to share with you what are the benefits by doing Shirshasana or headstand. Yes, as I told you, it's a king of the asanas. You can see all the benefits here. The first and most importantly, Shirshasana, one of the powerful asana to bring balance on our endocrine system. You can imagine there is so many different health issues when the endocrine system get imbalanced. Those all will be brought in a balance by a regular and consistent practice of Shirshasana and Sarvangasana. And also, if you have a migraine, tension headache, sinusitis, Shirshasana is one of the very, very important asana there. Yes, Shirshasana, a regular and consistent practice that prevents the chances of getting hemorrhoids, indigestion, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome. Interesting. Oh, that's so much. Not only that, and many more. A consistent and regular practice of Shirshasana prevent the chances of varicose veins. Okay. And remember, when you go upside down in a proper manner, I repeat again, with not the force, not the pressure, with the playfully you develop that. One of the powerful asana for our heart. Yeah, you can say like you are in regular cardiac exercise, 3 to 5 minutes of Shirshasana. The heart will be really healthy. Okay. And anything else? Yes, your respiratory system. In case you are suffering from asthma or bronchitis, Shirshasana, a regular and consistent practice of Shirshasana can make a huge difference on that. I can keep on talking on the benefits of Shirshasana, it is the plenty. But I quickly move also, there are few areas you have to be careful when we are doing Shirshasana or we have to be prepared. In the conditions of menstruation cycle and pregnancy, one should avoid Shirshasana. But remember, it's one of the very helpful practice in case you have any menstruation related problems if you regularly practice other than the menstruation cycle time. Any other areas it is as a limitation? Remember, there are certain conditions you have to prepare and go and all these conditions. What are these? If in case you have any high blood pressure or heart related problems, you have a lot of basic preparatory works that has to be you have to complete and go. That we will show you shortly. And also in case you have any of the eye related or ear related problems, like the sensitive eyes or glaucoma or the ear infections, any kind of ear infections, one should avoid this. Or anyone recovering from strokes also should be careful with Shirshasana, or you have to get a proper guidance for it. To master Shirshasana, we have to do some rooting work. I hope you guys know how Chinese bamboos roots, it takes years but shoots in few days, few feet. Like that, the basic preparation work towards your Shirshasana mastering is very important. We picked 4 of them here. I'll show you these 4 step by step, and first 3 they are links to going from standing to seated and prepares to take a rich circulation to the head and to the face. The fear of heaviness on the head will be released a consistent and regular practice, and also makes you to understand how to maintain from the work from the hip to the crown of the head. The length will be developed with a good engaging of the belly, namely Uttanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana and Adho Mukha Virasana. The most important thing, throughout the practice you have to engage below the navel and extend sides of the body. And throughout the practice there should be no stress on the neck or shoulder. I hope you got some idea here, and always remember throughout the practice also don't forget to keep breathing. Okay? Keep breathing and keep smiling mentally. Okay, let us explore these 3 asanas first. Come to the beginning of your mat and just keep a foot distance away from the edge of the mat and keep your legs an approximately shoulder distance wider. Okay, so approximately shoulder distance wider, the feet parallel each other. From there, softly raise the hands, pull the belly, extend the sides, but no stress on the neck or shoulder. Keep the knees soft, feet firm, work all the way from the hip. Maintain the extension all the way from the hip. Lengthen the spine. Hold it here for 45 seconds to a minute. Elbow to wrist is active. Once it's finished, slowly release the hands in front of your toes. Fingers well opened. Bend the knee, walk back. And an inverted V shape. Abdomen pulled in, upper arm touching to the ears, but no stress on the neck. Pull the belly and lengthen your sides. In case you have too much work on the arms or shoulder, soften the knee, just extend it. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Once completed around a minute in Adho Mukha Svanasana, without disturbing much, keep the hands as it is, drop the knees. Smoothly draw your toes together. Softly, without moving the hands, all the way go back and rest the hips on your heels, forehead down on the mat. After a minute here, softly scroll the spine and sit on your heels. Bring your knees together, just watch the changes. After knowing Uttanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana and Adho Mukha Virasana, you might observe the length of the spine, the reaction of the back muscles, engaging of the lower abdomen, and the difference in the respiration. And also one important point, you may observe heaviness in the circulation on your head region. All that is well said. The next step, just building up some strength for the arms and shoulders to take out the pressure from the neck when you go upside down. It is called Matsya Krida, the playing like a fish. Remember, this is one of the very simple, but it takes little time to adjust it. That's why in case you have any kind of shoulder pain or neck pain, you have to be careful when you're doing this. And also the important point, you should always work with the engaging lower abdomen, coordinating breath. Initially, it's doing one stretch is very difficult. You can do only 3, 4, give a break, like repeat around 15, 20. And as you consistently practice, one stretch you are able to do 15. That is the time you are ready for upside down. What is this? Just quickly take a look. From here, just stretch your hands, keep the knee a little wider, stretch it really well. Bend the elbows. Bend the elbows. Elbows should not wider than shoulder. Interlock your fingers. One little finger in, one little finger out. Active wrist. There is a good space between wrist too. From here, without disturbing much, softly come front. And first take your toes in. Engage the toes actively in, the arms actively pressurized, pull the belly and raise the hips. The feet should be perpendicular, sides well lengthened, the feet should not move. Exhale and go down. Inhale and come up. You can bend the knee, slowly sit back on your heels, and you can rest in Shirsasana here for around a minute. You can rest and observe what are the changes happens there. In case you can't do in one stretch 15, do around 3, 4, give a small break, repeat like this. And also the important point, remember, you move your heels a lot, the body moves a front and back a lot. Those things should not happen. It is always has to be well coordinated. Steadily and continuously develop this. Then it becomes super lighter. When it becomes super lighter, body can easily go upside down. And also remember, you never get a pressure on your neck at all in a Shirshasana. And the strength develops around the shoulder and arms amazingly. And Shirsasana just smiles all the time. Friends, I hope you got some idea now how the basic preparation is needed to achieve something really strong. Yes, Uttanasana, Adho-Mukha Svanasana, Adho-Mukha Virasana. These three try to stay anything between 45 seconds to a minute without any struggle. Then Matsya Krida, do it 15 movements uninterrupted. If you are able to achieve this in a one stretch, a full flow, yes, you are ready for second part of Shirsasana, where we will going to explore the different stages, the 6 different stages of Shirsasana to achieve it. Believe me, you are going to be safe. But I am repeating again, without doing a proper Matsya Krida, don't jump in. Hope you got some idea now how important to prepare the basics before jumping in. And I'm very sure some of you struggled with these 4 techniques, and still you have a struggle, don't rush. You develop these 4 techniques proper. Yes, if you like to add a little bit more preparation work, we have our Abhyasa series. In card you can find it out. Yeah, just check it and go and check how comfortable you are in Abhyasa series. Yeah, then your Shirsasana, believe me, it is not difficult. Just in a preparation, we have to spend time. Okay. Now, you are prepared well. If you agree with yourself, then we are ready. Shirsasana part 2. Yeah. Shortly, I will see you in the next video. Dhanyavad.